Well, hello there, Ingafay here. Super excited to be here with you all today. And I am excited to share with you about how to build a strong email list. So, when you think about email is what you call, or what I call, your own property. When you are just starting out, you've graduated from school, you may rent in an apartment. You can say that that's your place, but at the end of the day, you're paying rent on it. So if for whatever reason your landlord decides that you got to go, you got to go. But when you own a property like your house, when you actually buy a house, it is physically yours once you pay it off, and no one can take it from you once you pay it off. Okay. So when I think about that, the whole reason that I'm giving you this analogy is that when we are on social media, we are on rented land. While when we build our own email list, we own our email list. Nobody can take our email list from us. So I would highly, highly recommend that you do the things necessary to build a strong email list. So today I'm going to share with you 3 strategies on exactly how to do that. So one of the first ones that I like to use is to make sure that you have some kind of value-packed content. So you may be thinking, well, Inga, what is value-packed content? Something that is truly going to serve your audience. And when you are writing this content, hopefully you've done some kind of market research to find out exactly what they're wanting and needing. So you can give them what they want. You can fill that need, find the need, and then be able to fill it. So some things that I have used in the past to build my email list with people that I want on it, because that's really key. There's no need to have a whole bunch of people on your email list and they're not in your target market, because then when you try to sell them something, you're not going to sell them anything. So you really want to make it a point that you're talking to people that could potentially want what you have. So some ways that I've done it is I serve female entrepreneurs with introverted tendencies and help them with their lead generation and sales process without the small talk. So knowing that, and knowing that I'm serving an introverted type of target market, I know that our mode of communication that we're most comfortable with, what most of us are comfortable with, I won't say all, I'll say most, is something in a written form. So one of the things that I have in my toolkit is to provide them with newsletter topics that they can actually build authority and share their expertise with their target audience and be able to generate leads as they do that. And that is through my LinkedIn newsletter blueprint. So it gives them topics that they can write their first 6 newsletters, and then it gives them the information about how to start a newsletter and all of that. So I am serving my client. I know that's something that they could really find value in, and I provide them value with that newsletter. So that is a way that you can actually generate leads and get people on your in your email list, because they're going to give you their email in exchange for the information that you're sharing. Now, in addition to that, I have also offered them a way to help them do their market research. I have a guide called the Savvy Survey Guide that gives them basically a guide on how to create a survey where they can find out exactly what their target market needs and be able to provide services and products that will give them what they need after they find out what they need. So that is another guide, something that's free, that allows them to get the information their needs, provides them value, and then helps them level up their business in some way through market research. I also have a way of providing them information through tried and true business tools that I've used. This is also another way to get someone's email. So the bottom line to all of this that I'm sharing with you today is that you're providing a free offer that's value packed, that is going to serve the clientele that you're interested in, your potential prospects and leads. As a result of the value that you're providing, they're going to exchange their email information with you. So that is definitely a way to do this. Why do I love it this way? Because they are voluntarily opting in. It's not like when I've been to virtual networking meetings in the past, you put in your email address and somebody puts you on your email. You're just like, okay, I didn't sign up for this email, and you immediately get off. That is not how you build a strong email list. You want to first and foremost ask and not assume that just because you may provide a service that you think this person would want, that you're going to automatically put them on your newsletter. You always want to make sure that you ask first. So when someone automatically voluntarily gives you their information, you know they want to be on the list. And that is definitely how you can make sure you have a strong email list, because they volunteered to do it. It was by their choice. It wasn't forced in any way. It was definitely a volunteer activity. So we've talked about the 3 ways that you can get what I've done in the past, 3 ways that I've gotten emails. Also, with the surveys that I do, because I also do surveys for market research personally for myself, I always ask the people in the surveys if they want to share if they want to be added to my email. Again, I'm not going to voluntarily put them on the email if they did not tell me that they wanted to be on it. So that's another way to make sure that you have a clean and strong email list, because you're asking them before you add them. So I'm curious, what are some of the ways that you guys have generated leads and gotten folks on your email? The key is really, from what I see, is just to ask. That's the bottom line. If you really want to build your email, just ask people if they want to be on it. And when you ask them to be on it, put them on it. And then ask them to invite their friends to it. That's always a way for you to do it. If you have any kind of Facebook group, you can also get emails that way. That's another way that you can do it. And again, you're asking them for the email. So of course, if they don't give it to you, then you won't have it. But that's another way that you can make sure that you have emails, and you can grow that strong list, because you're asking before you actually add them to the list. I like to also have a double opt-in. So granted, when somebody comes onto my email list to grab that guide that I just mentioned to you, I also ask them, after they've been added to my list, to confirm that they want to be on the list. That's another thing that I wanted to make sure that they do, because I don't want anybody on my list that doesn't want to be there. And I'll know for sure that the folks that want to be there because they double opt in. Now, the third way that I wanted to share with you about how you can build a strong email list, that I think oftentimes people miss, is that you want to prune your list. Now, you may be thinking, well, girl, I don't want to prune my list. I want to be able to say I have 56,000 people on my list. But if you have 56,000 people on your list and they're not opening it, what is the point, right? Because you want people that are engaging with you. Because as you build your list, the bigger your list, the more money you're going to pay for the number of people you have on your list. So you want to have some kind of pruning system, which I do typically quarterly, to clean the email, or really prune the emails of people that are not engaging with you. Now, do I just arbitrarily take them off my list immediately? No. I do have a sequence that kind of follows up with them. I'm asking them, hey, do you still want to be on my email list? Giving them the opportunity that if for whatever reason life happened, or they just got busy and they still want to be on it, if they engage with me, of course, I'm not going to take them off. But if they do not engage, then I do have an automation that takes them off. Lack of engagement will take them off. I don't want to pay for an email list of people that are not engaging with. So I do that on a quarterly basis to make sure that I have only the people that are engaging with me on my list. Now, what does this do? It's going to give you better open rates, because if you've getting rid of all the people that are not engaging, your open rate is going to be higher. Okay, so that's definitely something that you want to do. Your click-through rate is also going to be higher when you rid yourself of the people that are not engaging with you. So you'll be dazed, glazed, and amazed on how much stronger your engagement is, because you have rid yourself of the people that are not engaging with you. So just to follow up and re-track over everything we talked about, you want to definitely ask and not assume that everybody wants to be on your list. You want to provide some kind of value-packed information, whether it be a guide or a checklist or recommended tools that you want to share with other folks. And last but definitely not least, you want to make sure you're doing some kind of market research that's going to help you kind of get a feel for what folks are really looking for and what they need in your target market. And last but definitely not least, you want to prune your list on a quarterly basis. So you only have the people that truly want to engage with you on your list so you can keep your email list strong. Okay. So I'm curious, how many people do you have on your email list? Are your open rates where you want to be? I can guarantee you they will go up if you remove the folks that are not engaged with you. And I would love to hear how that's working for you. If you know of anyone that is looking for ways on how to grow their email list so they can have more of and own their audience more so than renting it on social media, by all means, share this video with 3 of your girlfriends and let her know about what I shared with you today. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will see y'all next time. Bye for now.